Hello, welcome to episode 7 of Best Plays, where me and Stan here are going to go through some epic maneuvers that I have done in game. I'm going to explain them to you, and hopefully you'll be able to learn something and have a bit of fun at the same time. So, let's go. So, for this game, which for your information resulted in an epic win, we are looking at an analysis that I put together about the game using what I could see on the enemy team and information that I could glean. See if there's anything you can pick up from my analysis of the game state. Tell you what, I'm gonna go down south at the start. There's no Archie, I don't intend to go there, but what I can do is get information. That information is going to be incredibly valuable. That information will be, is the Concept 1B down there? Because what I imagine, what I read into this, is he's platooned with a Type 61. While the Concept 1B can play as a heavy or as a medium, the Type 61 really can't. I'm expecting, as a result of that, the Concept 1B to go up there with the Type 61. Because they're likely to be together and as a result likely to adhere to the least flexible tanks playstyle. But no, Concept 1B and Type both coming over here, so we are relocating immediately. Not sticking around here, most certainly. So that should mean there's a weakness on the other side. AE Phase 1, Concept 1B and Type 61, both over here. Now, this is a flank that can be very stagnant. It can be held pretty easily, especially if this Conqueror falls back. T-30 Conqueror holding that flank. There's no way they push it. So as a result, me using my speed, relocating it all the way over here, there should be a weakness that we can exploit. Alright, and here's a very useful example of the skill called Anticipation. This Jagdtiger is looking very, very tempting, but not exactly in a position where he's accessible, as it were. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay near this standard B, because I think he might be bait for that. That should save him. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice work, Brian. Just an additional note on the tactics here. When you are looking to pick off someone from the enemy team or secure a kill, the isolation of that tank is important. How far away they are from their network of support or their team. And it's rare early in the game to find someone isolating, right? With 15 players alive on the enemy team, it's rare that you get someone so alone. If I had left that standard B, he would be officially the most isolated player on our map. And from my point of view of an enemy player, I'm thinking, oh, an isolated clippable tank, how lovely, I'll go and kill it. On the opposite way, I'm thinking, wow, I bet someone on the enemy team is going to go, oh wow, an isolated tank, that's clippable, I'll go and kill it. So that logic actually starts from being in that position on the enemy team and just adapting it for being on the friendly team. Right, Stan! You look at me like that. Okay, so here, subtlety in a subtle tank. We're going to be attacking a Bisonte here, but we're going to be doing it in a very special way. I've talked before about the spotting points of enemy tanks. There are only 2 points on an enemy tank from which they can spot. And if those points are blocked by cover, then they will not spot you regardless of the camera ratings involved. The spottable points are on the turret face of a vehicle and where their cupola would be up here. So, enjoy the logic, because I think the enemy are steadily losing, which is always a positive for good old Steve.
I think things have calmed down enough. I'm going to stick my head out there and grab a coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Alright, have fun. So I was timing my shots there so that I fired when his turret was behind solid cover, which meant the viewports of his tank couldn't see me, which is why I didn't get spotted, even though I shot him from like 70 meters away. Alright, now, does that stand? They should like the video. This guy. That was really shit. Okay, here, this is once again anticipation, but it's also utilizing networks of support. When you think about land in water tanks, you've got to think about a lot of things: cover, high ground, low ground, whatever. But you've also got to think about where your network of support is, because while the map isn't going to change from game to game, hills aren't going to jump all over the place and go for lunch, right? Your team will. And as a result, where you are supported will also change, and this is a good example of exploiting just that network of support in a tank that doesn't have huge combat capacity by itself. So, have a look. Oh, bother. Hello! How are you? Head back towards my team, even if it is in front of the AMX. Aha! Unwise by this gentleman. If I stop him, he should get killed by my team. So I stopped to slow him down, and he got killed by my team. Logic! I have killed you with logic, fine sir. Congratulations. Ah! So here I am in a stock chat, a stock back chat at the behest of, funnily enough, my chat. And here we're utilizing the skill Patience. Alright, we are keeping an enemy tank permanently spotted, because if you did not know, if you are permanently spotted, your sixth sense doesn't go off again every time you're respotting, right? So you have no idea whether you are still spotted. And this is an investment in terms of patience, waiting until the perfect moment to exploit that lack of knowledge in a powerful enemy tank. So, enjoy. A phase 1, now that is interesting. Still no information on the AMX. I like this position more because it allows me more viability of falling back, and like, we're very likely to need to fall back at some point on this flank, simply because we are very poorly defended upon it. That's good gameplay right there, chat. That's good gameplay. Oh, waiting for the perfect opportunity to unload on that guy. Was that Stan? I'm 28. No, I haven't had sex. So here's some wonderful logic utilizing the psychology of the enemy team and game mechanic knowledge, honestly, to pick up a lovely, lovely blind fire. I do wonder if we can present a better angle on him from up here. Oh god, gun depression, please. Holy shite. Oh, that was beautiful! Saw the 268 shell going in. Saw that it was a HE shell. That will explode and make a sound and a noise regardless of whether the 268 was spotted at that time. That means that Scorpion would have seen that blind fire miss. That means he's likely to poke just a little bit after that shell had missed, because he knows that that guy is reloading. So held it 2 seconds to give him time to position. Picked up the blind. That is beautiful logic. And here we have some fun, enjoying the ability of ourselves, in this case me and Jadeg, to blind fire popular titty positions, we all love titties, and pick up some satisfying kills, so enjoy. We could sit in the classic TD bush, like over there, and then wait a bit, and then just blind fire the enemy camping bush together. There, you want to blind fire it with me?
There's a building in front of it.
Oh, I did hit that SU.
Yeah, you did.
Yay!
Dead now, poor guy. Alright, you want to ping that again?
Okay, so right there. You want to do it?
Yeah. Alright, so the right bush?
Yeah, go right together, yeah. In 3, 2, 1. Boom! Oh. Whoops!
Turns out there was a super Hellcat. Hello! How are we? That guy must be like, what the? You must have one-shot him.
I think I probably did, yeah. Right, so a lot of us, when we get into bottom tier games, we start going, oh, woe is me, I am but fortune's fool, and stuff like that, and it's going to be quite shite. What you can do, on the other hand, is accept your inadequacy when compared to the rest of your team, and try and allow them to profit. Will it give you the most credits and XP? No, absolutely not. Will it help your win rate? Oh yes. As ever, I'm trying to prioritize my awareness of what could potentially be behind these guys as well. Because there could be a Pajero or something back here, but I want to move up very quickly because I don't want to give the people in the middle time to reposition to this flank. Right? We won that flank very quickly, and I think time legitimately is going to be a huge advantage here. If we can get into this middle position before anyone can appear on this corner, I think that conveys a huge advantage. Especially, I'm going to let the Chieftain go on the inside track here, which looks like he's going to, and I'm going to head down here just to dissuade anyone from poking this corner and disrupting what our team wants to do there. This is ideal for play in a bottom tier tank, right? I'm not taking a hugely active role, but I'm preventing the enemy from potentially disrupting a load of important tanks doing important things. Which is exactly what you want to do very often when you are bottom tier, is play exactly this role, right? Is stopping this from impacting our team so significantly. And I do believe this is a hugely important role I can be playing for my team here. Push forward, I think this is an easy win. Oh! Chat, I've just learned something! Chat, have we all just learned something? I genuinely had no idea you could do that. Okay, hands up in chat. Who had no idea you could just go around there? So sometimes you end up in extremely difficult situations, and a lot of the time you have to use lay of the land or solid cover or foliage to protect yourself from the enemy team. But when your situation is extremely dire, there is another thing that you can use, which is the actual render distance upon the map. You see, that render distance indicated on the map is not only the distance at which you can register enemy tanks, it's also the distance they can register you. So in unique situations, it can be that pulling just out of render distance can actually prevent you from dying, as in this case.
Forget it's got some mobility too.
Ah, God. I don't mind taking a shot from their phase 1 here. What I have to do is get out of the render distance of the hill quickly as I can. Come on. I did that perfectly. Only reason I survived that is because I got out of the render distance of the hill. Really odd escape, but from a logical point of view, that was absolutely lovely. Hey, that's it for this video. Thank you very much from me and Stan for watching. If you're interested, Honest Gaming has a Patreon page where you can support the content that I produce and get some early access to videos before they come out as well, which is a nice perk. Otherwise, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, leave a comment. I'm going to be focusing more on responding to comments on this video onwards, so hopefully I'll be able to interact with you, and other than that, subscribe for more of this content and have a wonderful day.
You better never ever shoot versus the man, cause that's a jerk off his hand, hence you're a permanent ban, yep. Like in a roleplay game, you wield a dagger but get smashed from half a globe away. But don't worry mate, he's sorry you could have known though, it's all the same story, you better not berate him. He is living in the country next to the US with oil fields.